Hey guys, it's Vilma. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing my color correcting and concealing routine for every day. I am mainly concentrating today on my under eye circles because it's my problematic area overall. I have pimples here and there, but I don't spot conceal or correct them. I just use a foundation that gives me a little bit more coverage. But when it comes to my under eye circles, I really prefer 9 times out of 10 to use a color corrector. Now, the product that I'm going to be using to help me achieve that, and I've been using it now for the past few weeks, is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid. I have this in the shade peach, and I always use peach, whether I'm using a drugstore corrector or a higher brand corrector. I always use peach because it's perfect for my NC30 with a strong yellow undertone. Now this retails for £17.50. It comes in 5 available shades that are supposed to correct different areas of your face, but currently this is the only one that I'm using. It comes in a plastic jar. It's very similar to the Naked Skin Concealer, which I've done a review, and it's around the same price, £17.50, but I believe the corrector carries a little bit more product. It says at the front that it has 6.2 grams of product, which I believe is a little bit more than the concealer. It also says at the front that it's supposed to color correct. It has optical blurring and illuminating properties. And to conceal after the corrector, I am using my favorite concealer at the moment, which is from LA Girl. It's the Pro HD or Pro Conceal HD concealer in the shade light yellow. I find that these two work really well to really brighten up my under eye circles. So what I'm going to do now is skip on to the demo. So being up close and personal, hopefully you can see where the shadows are. My left eye is a lot darker over here than the right, as you guys can see. Even if I turn, you can see it's very dark over here. And the right eye is not as dark, but I still need to color correct. So using the Urban Decay corrector, I'm going to start with this side. And I'm going to apply a generous amount because I feel like this side really needs a lot of help. And I'm going to use the warmth of my finger to blend this in. I always find for some reason my fingers work a lot better than with a sponge or a brush because the warmth of my finger will just make the product sit on the skin a lot nicer. And just by blending it a little bit, you guys can see it's already looking so much brighter. And I like to also pat a little bit of the corrector right over here in the inner corner or the bridge, nearly the bridge of my nose. I think that works really well as well. Do you guys see that? It's so much brighter already than it was before, but I like to go ahead and apply a little bit more. Like I said, I need a generous amount on this side of my eye to really brighten up and correct. So as you can see, this side looks a lot brighter than the right side already, whereas before it looked a lot darker, and now it's been corrected. So what I'm going to do is just correct this side as well real quick and then apply the concealer as well so you guys can see how bright it's actually going to look. And once again, I'm just going to pat my eye and also here closer to the bridge of the nose because you want that area to be all brightened up and very natural. Do you guys see the difference? If I do like this, it's so much brighter, but there is a kind of like peachy tone on my skin, so I need to correct that with my concealer. So now moving on to the concealer, I am using the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the shade Light Yellow. And I'm going to apply a generous amount on my ring finger, this much. And I'm going to start applying the concealer. Now it's going to look really, really bright because this is a very light shade, but it will blend in with my skin once I apply my foundation as well. So don't worry about that. It's looking really bright. I don't have foundation yet. Once I apply my foundation, it will look just brightened underneath my eye. And the reason why I'm doing one eye at a time is that this concealer dries really quickly. So I'm trying my best just to pat it and make sure that it's blended in, especially close to my eye. And then when I apply the foundation, everything will just look really nicely concealed. So as you could see from the demo, the application was very, very easy. I do that in the morning, and I always do it before applying my foundation. If you apply this on top of your foundation, I feel like it will leave a kind of like peachy to pinky undertone right on top of your foundation. And when you apply your concealer, it kind of like looks like you have a lot of product. So my recommendation is exactly how I used in the demo, is to apply this first, then maybe apply your foundation if that's what you feel like, and then apply your concealer, but not apply the corrector on top of the foundation. I tried it and it really didn't look all that nice on me. Now, I really like the consistency of this corrector. It's very easy to blend. It's very fluid. It's not a thick formula whatsoever. And as you could see, it just kind of like blended into my skin very, very nicely. It is a lot cheaper than the Bobbi Brown corrector, which I used for years, but that one gives a higher coverage, if that makes sense. I don't feel like you need to use as much product with the Bobbi Brown than you use with this one. But overall, I do really like it. Now, if you are of a darker skin tone, I don't know if this shade will work for you. And if you are very fair, I think they have a pink corrector, which I believe will work a lot better on your skin tone. This is more for like light to medium to maybe medium tan in my opinion, but it works really well. It stays on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. And having this concealer on top, it really helps brighten up my overall look. And I've been really enjoying the combination of these two. So that is my routine and kind of like review on this product. I've been really enjoying it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below what type of product you use to correct your under eye circles, or if you use a good full coverage concealer where you can skip the corrector, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.